Okay, numbered discs are placed in a box and one disc is selected at random. If there are 6 red discs numbered 1 through 6 and 4 yellow discs numbered 7 through 10, find the probability of selecting a yellow disc given that the number selected is less than or equal to 3 or greater than or equal to 8. Alright, so this particular question here has got a lot of different things, going on. First, let's go ahead and, figure out what we have for our discs. So I've got 6 red discs numbered 1 through 6. So numbers 1 through 6 are going to be red. And then I have 4 yellow discs numbered 7 through 10. So that's a little hard to see, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in orange. So numbers 7 through 10 are going to be in yellow. Okay. So, like I said, lots of different questions I could ask you here. So this particular one says, what's the probability? So I'm going to find the probability of selecting a yellow disc given that. That's the key. So given that the number selected is less than or equal to 3 or greater than or equal to 8. Okay. As soon as you see, given that, you want to put on the brakes, and then your total is going to be restricted to what follows. Okay. So what I know right now is so let's say I want to find the probability of selecting a yellow disc given that the number selected is either less than or equal to 3, so the number is less than or equal to 3, or the number is greater than or equal to 8, or greater than or equal to 8. Okay, so again, I have to start with the given information. I am given that the number selected is less than or equal to 3, or greater than or equal to 8. So that means the one I must have selected was either a 1, 2, or 3, which were red, greater than or equal to 8, so it could be 8, 9, or 10. So I know it has to be one of those discs right there. So now when we're computing the probability, we said, all right, what is my favorable, what is my total? My total now is going to be 6, because it has to be less than or equal to 3, greater than or equal to 8. So it has to be one of those 6. Now, looking at just those, how many of those are yellow? We have these 3. So the probability of selecting a yellow disc, given that the number is less than or equal to 3 or greater than or equal to 8, is going to be equal to 3 over 6, which reduces to 1/2. Let's go ahead and look at some variations of this same question here. Okay. So how about we find the probability of selecting a number that is less than or equal to 5. So probability of selecting a number less than or equal to 5. So I can go ahead and look at, all the discs, and again, numbers, 1 through 6 are red, and then numbers 7 through 10 are yellow. So probability that the one I select is less than or equal to 5, well, there are 10 discs. 5 of them are less than or equal to 5, so I get 1/2. Now suppose I change the question. I ask you, what's the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 5 given that it's red? Okay, so how many red discs are there? There's 6 of them. We can only look at the numbers, 1 through 6. So I'm going to have 6 as my total. And of those, how many are less than or equal to 5? 5 of them are. So my answer is going to be 5 over 6. All right, almost same question. How about the probability of getting a number less than or equal to 5, given that the disc I choose is yellow? Well, for the yellow discs, I've got numbers 7 through 10. So my probability, so the probability is going to be my total. Well, 7 through 10, I've only got 4. So 7, 8, 9, or 10. And how many of those are less than or equal to 5? None of them are. So my answer is going to be 0. So like I said, there's a lot of variations on these you can do, but the most important thing is as soon as you see that word given that, you stop and think, that's your new total. So, given that whatever happens here, that's your new total. That's what you want to restrict your vision to. Those are the only numbers, those are the only discs you want to see. I hope this helped.